Well guys, it is 5:30 in the morning, and sorry, it's 5:30 in the morning. I got up super early to do some early morning fishing, try to get some topwater bite, which is something I never do. I never get up really early for fishing. You know, I save that for hunting. I usually fish in the evening. I got all the way almost to the lake, you know, almost half an hour from home, and realized that I don't have my SD card. It's still in the laptop from editing the last video. I don't have time to go all the way back home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run to Walmart real fast and see if they have. I've got all the SD cards I need at home, really, so I really don't want to spend any money on one right now. But I'm going to see if they have a reasonable deal on one, and if they do, you know, just big enough to get through today, I'll go pick it up. So I'm going to run there real fast, and I got to put my rods up there in the back of the truck so they don't get stolen. I'm going to try to run in there real fast, see what they got, and meet back up. Okay guys, it's 6 o'clock now. I'm about 6 or 7 minutes maybe from my destination, Coley Creek, which is where I've been going for all these videos that I've posted so far. It's later than I wanted it to be. I mean, the sun's coming up, and you know, the theme of the day is topwater, and with topwater you really want to do early morning. If you can, it's really the best time, because once the water warms up, they start retreating into deeper water. But I'm on my way back to Coley Creek now. The reason that I've been going to Coley Creek so much is because on the kayak, I try to avoid, it's called Coley Creek, but it's really much more like a lake, a small lake, and I try to avoid creeks and rivers when I'm kayaking by myself, because it's just generally not that safe, you know, especially if there's any rapids, and it's hard to coordinate when you're going by yourself. You know how to get your kayak in the water, and then most importantly, when you're done, how to get back to your vehicle. Usually requires somebody to pick you up. Well, it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, everybody else I know is working, so you know, I wouldn't want to do that. But I did get the SD card while I was at Walmart. It was like 32 gig for 16 maybe. I didn't really want to buy it because I've already got an SD card at home. But since the theme of the day is topwater, I also bought a buzz bait while I was at Walmart. The last buzz bait I bought, I got about 10 casts out of it, and then my knot broke, and it's sitting at the bottom of the lake. So I bought a new one, and we're going to try to give that a try today, along with the crankbait that I got from Mystery Tackle Box. So we'll give that a shot. Once I get there, I'll have to rig everything up, get my kayak unloaded, and then all my gear loaded on it. But we'll catch up on the water. Alright guys, we are recording. I was actually going to do today's video in 4K, but since I left my really big SD card at home and had to go buy another one, I bought a smaller card just to get me through the day. So we're back to 1080, and we're gonna see what we can do. We've got the kayak all loaded up here and ready to go. I just need to rig my rods and we'll be set. Got a nice little fog rolling across because the sun hasn't quite come up over the trees yet, and so let's hope we can get some nice topwater bite. Okay guys, we are off and underway. Took a few minutes to get everything rigged up, but we're still out here pretty early, so we're gonna see what we can do. Like I've said, topwater has not really been my game out here, and it may not even be that good of a place for topwater, although I do see bass, busting shad out here occasionally. But like I said, it's just not something I'm that practiced with, so we're gonna see how it goes. Okay guys, up first we have the buzz bait. This is the buzz bait that I bought at Walmart. It is the only color that they had. It is black with red eyes. This is a pretty popular topwater bait, and I have it on my Lew's carbon blue bait caster here. Because I only have a few reels, braid is pretty much what I'm always using. So the water is pretty murky, so I don't think braid really too much matters in this place. So we will give this a shot here in just a moment. The action of the buzzbait here makes a choppiness on the water. It's a little bit easier to do consistently, I found, from a boat instead of a kayak, or at least standing up on the kayak, which I don't do too much of yet. But it can actually be used underwater or above water. You can kind of keep it low, keep it under the surface. Or if you raise your rod tip, you can bring it up to the top and, oh, and we backlashed there. Something got busted right there. Or something jumped at least. Alright, there's nothing on that so far. So, and we'll definitely try it some more. But the next thing that we've got here is the Strike Pro Sparrow. This is the lure I got out of the mystery tackle box. It is a topwater crankbait, the lip here, and it's got a translucent bottom, or really transparent, with some red in there. Got two little rattles, and this will be my first time ever using it. I have this on my spinning reel. It's a lot lighter than, not maybe a whole lot lighter, but it's lighter than the buzz bait. So I put it on my spinning gear, and we're gonna give it a try. Kind of plops that spoon on the front of it. Gives it a little action. There may be a better way to work this bait. I've never used it. Tried to YouTube it. Didn't see anybody. Didn't see any videos on it. But it's a very jerky bait. I can see the line dancing back and forth, and obviously a bunch of ripples coming off of it. Feels like it should be an effective bait if I can find some fish and get them in the right mood. Still got the fog on the water. The sun has definitely come up. Very blinding. One thing about baits like this with a kayak, it has treble hooks on it, and if I hook something on the front of the boat with those treble hooks by accident, it's very inconvenient. So I usually just let it dangle off the side or dangle off the front of the kayak. It's got some cover there in the form of trees, so we're going to cast at that with the buzz bait a little bit and see what we can do. We all know how I feel by now about rolling up into the grass on the kayak. Not a huge fan. So let's scoot back just a little bit. I haven't really seen any bass feeding topwater yet. I haven't seen any, at least not since I've been in the kayak. I believe once when I was unloading everything, I believe I saw something jump then, but I really haven't seen much feeding yet. Hopefully that changes real soon. That's why I hate fishing on a kayak with anything that has treble hooks, really. It is such a pain. Gotta make sure not to drop either of these reels because they are in the water. Oh, the buzzbait will bind up in that grass too. Got quite a lot of grass on it. Okay, it's free now. There's more grass out here off the point that grows underwater, so we're gonna cast out there too. Oh, I said we are. That is not my most accurate cast ever. We just want you to hop off the line there. Really? I have tied on a bring it into the camera here so you can see it. I've tied on a little frog here just while we're by the grass. We're gonna give it a shot, see if we can do anything with it. But so far the only feeding I've seen are these really small birds flying around, diving around, hitting shad or minnows or whatever it is they see, maybe even just bugs that they see on the surface. That's all I've really seen so far. But we're gonna see if there's anything hiding in here that might. Whoops, that was a very short cast, but I meant to do that. I was gonna show you how you kind of walk a frog. Just kind of walk it. We're gonna cast it up in there in the grass, see if we can get anything. Something got ate over there. Maybe the topwater action is about to heat up. On the other side of that grass out there, saw a fish jump. So far, both the topwater and trying to fish a frog through the grass has not worked out. If there are any frogs in this grass, I'm sorry, if there's any fish in this grass, they just don't smell what I'm cooking, I guess, if there's any in there. I haven't figured them out yet. Got one more little thing I'm gonna try. I'll report back if I have any success. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna fish a couple other parts of the lake, and then I'm gonna try to show you guys something that I've mentioned a few times in my last few videos, but hadn't actually gotten around to doing yet. So I'll go ahead and start this, and I'll get back with you. Been fishing for at least an hour, maybe closer to 2. Various little locations around the main water here, using topwater lures, the buzz bait, and the Strike Pro. That's what it's called. Yeah, the Strike Pro. So far, topwater has offered no quarter and given no quarter for me, which is pretty typical. Topwater seems to be my nemesis out here on this body of water. I haven't given up on it. When I hit some new bodies of water, I'm going to try it again. I know plenty of people who have a lot of success with topwater, but so far it has not worked out for me. Not one bit. I have some things I need to do today, but before I do that, I'm going to try to go up the creek. You know, I'm in the main body of water right now, but I'm going to try to go up the creek that feeds in again, like I was the other day. See if I can catch a few little things, make me feel better about the time that I've spent out here. And if I have time, I am going to try to go up the creek on foot and see if I can get a little bit of luck there